Hello everybody and welcome back to Harvest Moon Magical Melody. We start the video on a bit of a sad note. I recorded that clip of Carl saying that he was leaving the village a couple of days ago, and I just want to do a little bit of clarification on that note. If we go down and we scroll to where Carl's name should be on our list, we'll see that he's absent. So he's told us that his cafe isn't working out, which I think is silly because he's only been here a couple of days. He's leaving to train, and hopefully he'll be back someday. This happens to almost every single player, so if this happens to you, it's completely normal, and people tend to freak out thinking that these characters are never going to return, but they're only gone temporarily. And how you get them back is either by befriending them. When a character gets to 3 hearts, they will no longer leave the village because you've befriended them. And another alternative way of doing it is if you ship things that is related to their business, then they will come back. So you can see that Carl's left, and because Carl has left, Katie has also left. So sometimes people leave in pairs, but they will always come back in pairs as well. And the villagers that leave are all of the villagers that are ones that we've unlocked. So if we look at our list here, characters like Bob and Anne and Alex and Blue will never leave. Basil leaves every winter, which is normal, but he may leave at an earlier date, and for him to return you would just ship herbs and he would eventually come back. So it's very easy to get these characters to come back, so don't fret. I'm going to put a detailed list of all the characters that will leave and things that you can get to get them back into the village. A couple more examples of people that might leave are Dia, Gina, Eve might leave, Lila, Gwen, Lewis, Carl, Katie, and Dan. So this might hinder your progress if you're looking to marry a certain candidate, but don't fret because they'll probably return in a very short amount of time. Carl, for example, all I have to do is ship some eggs and he should return before long. So anyway, with that little explanation out of the way, we can go ahead and get started with our day. If I take a look at the calendar, you can see that tomorrow is the Moon Festival, and I figured just before a festival day, I would go over a couple of things, and some things that I'm really excited to show off. The first really exciting thing is that we got a letter from someone named Ty. And if we open it, you'll see that he is going to modify our tools. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, our blacksmith has arrived, and I got this letter yesterday, which is why I was so excited to record, because I want to go see him immediately, basically. And he's going to be located behind Woody's shop. So very easy to find, and we're gonna go see him. And I haven't started my day yet, so I still have a lot of other things to do. You can see my stuff are all coming in nicely. I've already been able to harvest my yams, I've been able to harvest my eggplants, and I've been able to harvest some of my green peppers. These pumpkins are going to take a little while to grow, so I just need to be patient with these pumpkins. But so far, I'm finding that I was actually wrong. In most games, yams / sweet potatoes are really profitable, and these ones are still pretty profitable. They're worth 90 gold a piece, which isn't too bad because they regenerate every couple of days. But eggplants are also actually worth the most. So I got 90 from the yams, I got 120 from the green pepper, I think, and then I got 140 from the eggplant. So you can see that I planted a bunch of stuff, and I'm getting a bunch of different amounts of profit from it. So if we ship the green pepper, that's worth 140, and the eggplant is actually 240. And keep in mind that this is going to vary depending on the quality of your soil. If you have lower quality stuff, then it's going to ship for less. So that eggplant that's on the right row there, the the farthest row to the right that's in the lower quality soil, that's going to be worth less than 240 gold. I'm not going to get the full amount for it, just because it's not going to be as high quality. So keep in mind that you're thinking, whoa, 240 gold is great, but if you bought a plot of land that doesn't have very fertile soil, then you might not get as much money. But I do have pretty good soil to plant my stuff on, which really helps, and this also helps me get a lot of profit. I'm almost at 10,000 gold. So I'm really not having a big issue with money right now. It's been pretty easy to make a lot of money, and I'm only 8 days in and I'm already starting to get a lot of money from these crops, and I still have to think about the other 22 days of the season that I'm going to be able to harvest these plants for, so I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, it's still taking quite a bit of my stamina, but that's alright, because I'm able to upgrade my watering can. I also have a copper watering can, which I purchased from Michael. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I did have a video that I recorded and I deleted, which I may or may not have mentioned that in that video. It gets confusing when you go so long in between recordings, but I actually bought the copper watering can from Michael for 2,000 gold. But now that Ty's here, that's not going to be a problem. And his store should be open by now, so I should probably go and visit him. Introduce you to a new neighbor and a new store. Because that is much more fun than watching me pick coral like I do all the time in almost every single video. You poor people. Coral's not even worth that much money. It's just an automatic kind of reflex response to pick it. So Woody's store is up here, and as you can see on the map, we have a new store. This is a little bit out in the boonies. The Blacksmith is over here. So if you live on the ocean plot, then he's going to be really near your house. This is really great because he's really close to where my barn is. And they are closed on Wednesdays. Today is Thursday, so we're able to go right in. Hey, this is a new face. I don't think I've ever seen you before. I don't recognize that spiky hair. Huh? A customer? I'm going to be a customer, but for now I'm just saying hello. Oh, you're a farmer, huh? I'm a blacksmith. Please use my services. I can make your tools better or turn stones into accessories. Awesome. Grandpa! Oh, hey, who are you? Another new character. So, can you use this for something? Oh, it's a piece of junk ore. That's not really too useful, kid. I'm sorry to break your heart. Well, that's junk ore. There's no use for that. See, I could have told him that. Shucks. This is my grandson, Tim. Such a troublemaker. He's at that age, you know. Hello, I'm Tim. I'm a future explorer. The caves in this village are really fun. I'm glad you enjoy them as much as I do. The ore that comes out of there is used to make your tools better. Check the tools in the menu, and when you have more experience points, stop by. Will do. I'll give you good deals. Keep at it, but make sure that you don't end up exhausted. Ooh, guys, I'm so excited. He's finally here. He appeared after I shipped a bunch more ores, so if you're having the same problem that I did, just keep shipping ores until he comes. He'll eventually get here. And it's also not mentioned, but Ty is actually Bob's grandfather, and Tim is Bob's brother. So there's another family connection going on. And just like most stores, he's got all of his stuff set out, and he can upgrade your tools as well as make jewelry. So let's talk to Ty. You have the option between accessory and upgrade. And then if you have something, like for example, he can even make things out of coral. And you can make ring and brooches and some characters like jewelry. So that's kind of useful. I have never really used the accessory function just because when I'm here I'm usually way too excited to get him to make me some upgraded tools. And then here you can see it'll take the tools that you have in your rucksack, it'll list the current experience level, which I think is awesome, and for example, my iron axe is able to be upgraded to bronze. So all I have to do is click on it and it'll allow me to upgrade the axe for only 700 gold. Now, I paid Michael 2,000 for my copper watering cans, so you get a huge deal with the blacksmith. And I have a piece of copper in my inventory, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get him to upgrade my axe for me. And he'll tell you how many days that he has to work on it. So keep in mind that when you surrender a tool to Ty, he's going to take a couple of days to work on it, so you won't have the tool for a couple of days, and he can only work on one tool at a time. So for 2 days, he is going to work on the axe. I can come and pick it up on Saturday. I don't think he works on festival days, so I may have to wait until Sunday. And he'll also take the ore that you have. So put the ore in your inventory before you come, and keep in mind that with every upgrade, it only takes one piece of ore, which is unbelievable. After playing Animal Parade, that makes me so happy. I don't have to get the ores refined. I don't have to dig and dig for all these pieces of ore, which is absolutely great. So this is a great service. It's cheap, it's easy, and as long as you keep using your tools, you'll have them upgraded in no time. Alright, so I'm gonna leave Ty to work on my axe, and that's about all I really have time for, actually. That was kind of a nice change. We haven't really had any new villagers in a while, apart from Carl leaving, which is kind of sad, and I didn't mean to go into my menu. I meant to press X. I'm gonna give Eve a bit of a present here. There's a lot of coral on this beach. I apparently haven't been picking it up, or there's been a lot that's been washing up on shore. I can't quite decide. But before I go, I want to do a brief note upgrade. So now I'm going to go into my menu, and as you can see, I now have 37 notes. So I've gotten a couple of them off screen, so I need to find them. Like I said, I really don't know where a lot of them are, even though I'll be able to spot the ones that I had got. So the first one was the high spirit note, and this is the one I was talking about, where you drink soda 10 times. So you can make soda, or you can buy it. I just bought all of mine. I just went to the bar and bought a couple of sodas here and there, and I was able to get this note fairly easily. I also got the cloud note. It's been a little bit overcast in fall. It's been raining and it's been cloudy, so I stayed outside for 10 hours straight on a cloudy day. So keep in mind that for these weather notes, you have to stay outside. You can't go into any buildings in order to get them. So I got that one, and the final one I think that I got since the last time I recorded was the Bow Wow note, which you get when you get your dog up to level 3 heart level. So this will come naturally in the game if you pick up your dog and play with him and love him, and this didn't take me very long to do. And you also get one for your pig, so make sure that you pay attention to both of your pets and not just your animals, because you actually do get things for it. So that's it. I almost have 40 notes. And if I keep befriending the villagers, you can see here that these heart levels are starting to really shape up and look good. If I keep befriending a bunch of these villagers, I will also get a ton of notes for that, which is great. And that's about where I'm at right now, guys. That is going to be it. I still have a lot of the day to go and do some stuff on my own time. And tomorrow is going to be our first festival of the fall season, which I hope will be a lot of fun, and then I'm going to continue on from there. So, yep, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you will also be joining me next time.